Good morning students, welcome back to your maths class. Today we will discuss the operations on matrices, and before this we have covered the different types of matrices and introduction of the matrices, what we have already discussed in 10th class. So directly I will take the sum operations on matrices. The first one is addition of two matrices. In what condition the matrices are compatible for addition? So students, two matrices can be added when their order is same. So suppose let I take an example. Let A is be any matrix as Aij of order m into n, and similarly any other matrix is B of order Bij of order m into n. In such condition we can add these two matrices and we can say that addition of these two matrices is compatible because their order is same. The order of first matrix A is m into n and the order of second matrix is also m into n by n. Therefore their addition exists, and the addition of these two matrices will be A plus B, and the order will also be, and corresponding element of first matrix will be added with corresponding element of second matrix, and the order will be same. It means the resultant of two matrices, addition of two matrices, the order of that will be same. Similarly, here subtraction. Subtraction is also compatible for two matrices. Subtraction is here the difference of two matrices. Then you can say that same thing we can say here, that when order of two matrices are same, then we can subtract second matrix from first matrix, and that can be find out by A minus B, and again the difference as the order of the resultant A minus B will remain same, and the corresponding element of matrix B will be subtracted from corresponding element of matrix A. In this way you can easily find out. Third point is properties. There are some properties based on addition of two matrices. The first property is commutative. Commutative property means when two matrices are added in an order, that if we replace their order, addition will remain, their sum will remain same. So this is called commutation for two matrices. It means commutative property follows for addition of two matrices. Similarly here, associative property, it means addition of two matrices are associative. It means if we add two matrices together and the sum of two matrices is added with third one will be always equal to first matrix plus sum of second and third matrix. In that way we can say that the addition of two matrices is always associative. You can see here, suppose two matrices are added together and the sum of these two matrices added third one, this will always be equal to first matrix added with the sum of second and third matrix, and the order will remain same, and for this associative property again the order will remain as such as of A, of B and of C. This is called associative property. Then come to this point, this is very important, third point, that is existence of additive identity. Students, in many operations you have seen binary operation that there exists always for a set of number, there exists always an identity element for which doing operation with any element of that set we get the same element, it doesn't lose its identity. In a similar way, for every matrix you can say for every matrix For every matrix A, always there exists a matrix O of order same. Suppose the order of this matrix is m by n. So there exists always another matrix of same order m by n, such that A plus O is equal to A or O plus A always remains same. It means what we understand from this, when any matrix is added some another matrix, then we get the same matrix here, or you can say here by adding with this matrix. In such condition, this matrix O is called identity matrix for any matrix. So this is called identity element or matrix as the first consider existence of additive identity. So this will be additive identity for every matrix. It is, for example, suppose I have an matrix 2, 3, 1, 4, and I will add this with the matrix O or null matrix. Yesterday we have studied. Then we always get the same matrix here. Added every element, corresponding element will be added with corresponding element of this matrix. So 2 plus 0, 2, 3 plus 0, 3, 1 plus 0, 1, and again 4 plus 0, 4. So here we are getting same matrix while adding with null matrix. So the null matrix, that is denoted by O, this will be called as identity element for every matrix. In similar way, next point is existence of additive inverse. For every matrix, for every matrix A, there exists another matrix B. For all there exists a matrix, another matrix such that the addition of the other matrix will remain. There exists another matrix A such that A plus minus A will always results the null matrix. It means when we add any matrix with another matrix and we get the null matrix, then in this condition these two matrices are said to be additive inverse of each other. For an example, suppose I have a matrix A equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. So there exists always another matrix of same order. The order of this is 2 by 2. So there exists another matrix A of same order such that minus 1, minus 3, or you can say here is equal to minus of 1, 2, 3, 4 of same order 2 by 2. If we add these two matrices, we will get what? We will get A plus minus. A will always, because there is minus sign, minus means minus will be multiplied with this, or 1 minus 1 you will get here 0, here 0, here again 0 and 0 of same order. So adding these two matrices here, we are getting null matrix. It means additive inverse of matrix A is always minus A, and what point should be noted at? The order of these two matrices must remain same. So in this way, this has been completed. Now come to the next point, that is scalar multiplication of a matrix with a scalar number. It means when we multiply any matrix with a scalar, or you can say a number, then corresponding element will be multiplied with that scalar, and then we will get the resultant matrix of same order. For an example, suppose I have a scalar K and a matrix, this is a scalar quantity, or you can say any number, and here any matrix is A. This is the matrix. So what is the property here? Multiplication of a matrix by a scalar. If we multiply any matrix with a scalar, so what we will get actually here? Let an example, for an example K, let a matrix A equal to 2, 3, minus 1, 4. And if I multiply this with a scalar K, K is a number, then I will get here Ka is equal to K 2, 3, minus 1, 4. It means by multiplying with the scalar to the matrix, we will multiply corresponding every element with this scalar, that we will get here 2K, 3K, minus K and 4K, and of order, actually the initial matrix was of order 2 by 2, this will also be of order 2 by 2. So this is called scalar multiplication of matrix with by a scalar number. So we will get a matrix of same order. Next one is properties of scalar multiplication of a matrix with a scalar, or two scalar, or two matrices with a scalar. For example, first property is there. Suppose any scalar quantity is there and we are multiplying sum of two matrices. So here K is a scalar quantity or a number multiplied with sum of two matrices, so we will always get KA plus KB. It means scalar multiplied with the first matrix plus scalar multiplied with the second matrix. Or second property you can say, if we have two scalar and one matrix, then what will happen? Suppose K plus L is here. There are two scalars and this is multiplied with any matrix A, then you will always get here Ka again plus La. Another property is there, if there are two scalars K, L, K into multiplication of matrix with the scalar, so we will always get here in this way K, L multiplied with the matrix A. In this way, you can get different properties based on the scalar multiplication of matrices. So these are the basic concepts, very simple. You can easily understand by solving some problems. So let I take some examples from your exercises so that you can easily understand the addition and subtraction and multiplication properties of the matrices. Let I take this first one. See here student, first question is there. If A is equal to diagonal 1 minus 2 5, B is equal to diagonal 3 0 minus 4, then you have to find out A plus 2B. First of all students, let me clear this first. What is the meaning of this diagonal 1 minus 2 5? Actually, this is nothing but this is a diagonal matrix whose diagonal element are 1 minus 2 and 5, and remaining element will be 0, what we have covered in the last exercise. So here you can say first one, matrix A is equal to diagonal elements are minus 1 minus 2 and 5, minus 1 2 and then 5, and actually there are three elements here, so you will put here 0, next of the element will 0, here will come 0, here will come 0 again, and here will 0, and this will be a matrix, a diagonal matrix of 3 by 2 minus 1 minus 2 and 5. So what is the meaning of this diagonal? This one means these are the diagonal element and rest of the element will be 0. Similarly here B will be equal to, again diagonal elements are given as 3 0 minus 4, so you will put here 3 0 minus 4, rest of the element will remain same, 0 0 0 in this way. So diagonal element will be 3 0 and minus 4. Now what we have to find out? A plus 2B. It means here both the things are covered here, addition and then multiplication. So actually A plus 2, this is 2 is a scalar quantity and B is a matrix, so this is the scalar multiplication of matrix B with 2, and this is added with a matrix A. So here these two points will be covered up, this one. So let's find out this side, find out that A plus 2B will be equal to matrix 1 0 0 0 minus 2 0 0 0 5 plus twice of 3 0 0 0 0 0 and then 0 0 minus 4. So simply you can add it together, this will remain as such 1 0 0 0 minus 2 0 0 0 5 plus scalar multiplication means this will be multiplied, each element will be get here 2 3 is 6, 2 0 is 0, 2 0 is 0, 2 into 0, this will again 0 0, this will again 0 0, 2 minus 4 8. Then if you will add these two, the corresponding element will be added up. Order of this is 3 by 3 and again the of this is 3 by 3. So 1 plus 6, you will get here 7. Then 0 plus 0 0, 0 plus 0 again 0, 0 plus 0 0, then minus 2 plus 0 minus 2 and then 0 plus 0 0, 0 plus 0 again 0, and in this way you will get here 0 again, and here 5 minus 5 plus minus 8 minus 3. This will be the required sum of A plus 2B. So in this way you can do easily the sum of two matrices, and this is very simple to do. So just you have to do a practice of these two ones. Then again second question is a little bit interesting here. What is that actually? 2x minus y is going to be given as, first is given as 2x minus y is equal to 3 to 5, then 6 minus 6 0, then minus 4 2 and 1, and second one is given as x plus 2y is equal to 3 to 5 minus 2 1 7 minus 7. This is given as you. Then you have to find out the value of x and y. This is a quite interesting question. Now student, look here. Here is 2x minus y and here is x plus 2y. In algebra, you have solved simultaneous linear equation in earlier classes. So you have to do the use of that same one. First of all, we have to make the coefficient of any matrix same. And what element is multiplied with these two matrices same, you have to multiply right hand side. So suppose we want to make the coefficient of matrix x same, so we will multiply this matrix with 2. So if we multiply with this matrix, so this becomes 2x and this is 2x. So left hand side is multiplied with 2, so same, you will multiply this right hand side by this whole matrix by 2. So you will get here, first will remain same. If you multiply with this, I will get here 2x plus 4y is equal to, then this 2 is multiplied with also right hand side, each element I will get here 2 3 is 6, 2 2 is 4, 2 5 is 10, 2 into minus 2 minus 4, 2 and minus 14. So this, now this second matrix turned into this matrix. Now you can solve these two matrices. If you will multiply if you will subtract the second matrix from the first matrix, so I will get here minus sign, here also minus sign, and this matrix will be subtracted from the right hand side of first one. So this 2x will be cancelled out by this 2x, and minus y and minus 4y. How much you get? You will get here minus 5y, minus 5 minus 4y, minus 5y is equal to 0. And since this right hand side is also subtracted from the right hand side, so 6 minus 6 0. Similarly, minus 6 minus 4 minus 10, 0 minus 10 minus 10. Then you will get a minus 4 or minus 4 0. Then you will get a 2 minus 2 0, 1 minus 7. Sorry. 1 minus 14. This one, no? Minus 4 minus 4 0. 2 minus 2 0. 1 minus 14 15. This you will get here. Then here is a minus sign. So you will get here by minus 1 upon 5. This matrix minus 10 0 0 15. So you will get here y is equal to, now see here, multiply this is a scalar, you will multiply each element of this multiply minus 1 upon 5. So you will get here minus 1 upon 5 into 0 0, minus 1 upon 5 into minus 10, minus into minus plus, you will get here 2, minus into minus plus, and 10 upon 5 2. Then here again 0, here 0, and here you will get minus 1 upon 5 into 15 minus 3. So this will be the matrix y. Now you have to find out the matrix x. So you can put this matrix, the value of this matrix y, in any of the first or second equation. So suppose I will put this matrix in the first one, so I will get here, from here I will get here 2 into x minus of y matrix, and y matrix is here 0 0 2 0 2 minus 3. I put the value of y from here to here. Okay. Then the right hand side is also here. What is given as 6 minus 6 0, 6 minus 6 0, minus 4 2 1, minus 4 2 1. This is from, this I got from the first matrix, Now see here, 2x will remain same. This will go to the right side. So I will get here 6 minus 6 0 minus 4 2 1, and since this is minus sign here, shifting to the right side, this will become plus. I will get at 0 2 2 0 0 minus 3. Adding these one, because these matrices are of same order 3 by 3, the corresponding element will be added. So 6 plus 0, 6 minus 6 plus 2, I will get at 4, 0 plus 2 2, then minus 4, 2 plus 0 2, 1 minus 3, minus 2, and this is nothing but this is 2x. So from here I will get x. X will be equal to dividing this matrix by 2. So I will get here half of 6 minus 4 minus 4 2 and 2 minus 2. In this way I will get the matrix x. Last step of this will be x will be equal to multiplying each element by half. I will get here 3 minus 2 1, and then half into minus 4 minus 2 1 and minus 1. So this will be the matrix x and this will be the matrix y. So student, in this way you can practice for some more examples based on addition, subtraction and scalar multiplication of two matrices. So I think this is enough for the day. You will do a good practice on such type of problems of 2 marks question will be asked in your exam. Thank you so much.